Hi everyone, it's the 9th of April and this is Borak from Trading Channels. Friday was a very quiet day. Most markets were closed partially. But it didn't stop ES from breaking this red resistance rail. And it may be forming this red bull flag here. I mean, if it gets to that red top band, which is around 4,160, gets there, pulls back a little bit, and then breaks to the upside, that would be the bull flag. The big bull flag was, of course, the purple channel. That was broken here. It came for a back test, very close to a back test, and it moved on. Then it broke out of this red bull flag at 4,015, and then it never looked back. And I think the rally is still going. The blue support rail is still there. That it hasn't been challenged just yet. So that is also very bullish. So that one is staying there. I mean, even if it does, it changes that red. I mean, if it reverses at that red top and comes back for the red internal support, which is at 4,120 or so, and touches that blue support rail and then rallies to break out of the red, that will be massively bullish, of course. The critical level for the ES continuous, obviously we will see which contract is going to get to that level, is the 4,275, 4,300 level. So that is a very, very critical level. Are we going to get there anytime soon? We'll see. But I think when we get there, and if we see a reversal, that may turn things extremely bearish. So I will be watching for that green top band, which is a potential bull flags top band. So even if it reverses, of course, if it reverses there, it can come down really hard and then break to the upside, would target new all-time highs. It is a very, very speculative scenario at the moment. This is June contract, and it had broken out of the purple channel, 3 times back tested. You can see 1, 2, and 3 times. The green top band held at the recent highs. It pulled back from there. Then the red channel was not really a bull flag. The red channel was kind of this, I think. Yeah, that was the bull flag. 1, 2 touches here, 2 touches there. It's broken, back tested together with the diagonal blue support, and we move on. So we're going to see, I think, new highs next week and beyond 4,200, 4,250. Dow Jones is at a very, very critical level. As you can see here, this giant golden bull flag was broken out. I mean, when it came down here, it back tested this or tested that golden bottom band to the last tick, and we rallied to the golden top band, pulled back a little bit, broke it, back tested, and this is the banking crisis, a deep back test on that. So this golden bull flag, that broken golden bull flag, has been holding even after so many back tests. The blue support was, the blue resistance was broken, where you got the buy signal around 32,750. We moved on, and the golden top band rail, you can see here, that rail has to be broken for more upside. The red rail also has to be broken. So there's quite a lot of ifs, but I think the fact that this golden top band, this top band was broken, this was the perfect bull flag formation, was broken, back tested, and it wants to break out of this bull flag as well. This is a smaller bull flag, kind of, you know, it is parallel to the larger one. It's still on its own, it's a bull flag. This is the post of the flag, and this is the flag itself. And once it breaks, and I think very soon it is going to be broken, there is a very good chance that we're going to get to new all-time highs, which happened last year, January. I think the bulls have the upper hand at the moment, and we're going to keep on going. I'm going to show you also the S&P cash index. Okay, this is the cash CFD. The bull flag that has formed from the January highs. It's quite different to the ES continuous contract. This golden top band is now broken. As you can see, it got damaged. Now it's pushing again. This gigantic golden bull flag is now broken, which makes things extremely bullish in my view. And within a couple of months, we should get to new all-time highs at 4,750. It is breaking to the upside. Let's have a look at NASDAQ. I'm going to show you first what we have on the longer term. This red large uptrend was broken, back tested several times, and the last back test happened just like this week. Okay, this week it happened. It pulled back from that level. The purple top band is a potential resistance. We have to watch out very carefully when it gets there, which is around 13,450. This has been my call since the golden resistance was broken and back tested. It moved on, came back, and it rallied higher. There was a bull flag here which was broken, and it rallied all the way to the red resistance one more time. That is a strong resistance, and obviously if it can break 13,500, 13,550, that will be game over for bears in my view. It's completely game over for bears if 550 can be taken out. That would mean it's going straight back into this uptrend, that broken uptrend, and it's completely ignoring this purple top band as a potential resistance. So watch out for that 13,500, 550 level. I think once it goes beyond that, we're going to see a major push continuing. The short term, the red bull flag was broken. This is a 1 hourly chart or 2 hourly chart. This red channel was broken. This black resistance was broken. And I think it's going to keep on pushing towards the 13,000, new highs, which 13,500 is also the blue resistance. Okay, so 13,500 is a very critical number, which you also saw on the short-term target, on the longer term chart. This is Russell, the small caps. The black bear flag was broken to the downside during the banking panic, the Silicon Valley panic, and it managed to break to the downside. But now you can see here, it basically tried to break out of this rectangle, but it failed. It came down. Now the blue support held, right? That blue support is holding at the moment, and the green resistance is broken. This was a support, back tested, and it is now broken, which is obviously short term at least very bullish. For it to become a long term bull, it has to get back into the golden broken channel. It has to get beyond the red resistance rail, and it has to break back into the black. And I think it will happen, because this lost ground is going to be gained, just like the other markets, just like S&P, FTSE, DAX, all of them. Russell is at the moment lagging, but it will play catch up. In my opinion, it will play catch up. It's going to smash through that red and black if it wants to keep on going. And the level for that is 1870. Anything above 1870 is going to start a major run. And the obvious target for that, I'm going to switch to the 6 hourly chart and show you a little bit more longer term, right? The blue resistance is the ultimate target, which is at 2,100. FTSE has been extremely strong, so I'm going to show you the daily chart first. Right here, that green resistance was broken. This is the banking panic. I mean, this green resistance originating from 2018, tried it so many times, and 7,600, it broke it, came down for a back test with some panic, obviously, and it came down below it, but now it already recovered quite a lot of the lost ground, you can see here. And it now broke back into the failed red bull flag. So before the banking panic started, it formed this beautiful bull flag, but then of course things went south. with Silicon Valley, but now it went back up. This is a V recovery, becoming like a V recovery. It already went back into the red failed bull flag. The blue support rail is holding, and I've been calling for the entire recovery since the break out of this golden downtrend. That golden downtrend was a textbook, two touches on the top, was broken, came down, and it rallied without breaking back into the golden channel. That was major bullish action. DAX is almost the same as FTSE. So the blue resistance was broken. It got back tested, almost back tested here, rallied, came down for a steep back test or deep back test during the banking panic. Then it broke out of the green perfect bull flag. That was a textbook bull flag. Came down for a back test. It didn't really back test. It pushed on higher. Now the black resistance rail is going to be broken. Ideally, it comes down to the red bottom band and breaks it to the upside. Either way, it is looking extremely bullish. Short to medium term, the blue top band at 16,300 is the target. And obviously, if it eventually gets broken, then 18,000, you name it. So I reckon everything is looking extremely bullish here. TLT, Barclays bond, is at the cusp of a major break. 110, which I've been calling, I call the 99 at the black bottom band, and it rallied to 109 in a few days. That's 10% up, came down, and it's now getting ready to break the black top band with already 3 touches. This is a beautiful bull flag, and it's ready for a break. And I'm going to show you the purple and blue double resistance. Look at it quite carefully. So I'm always using different colors to make the distinction between different sorts of support and resistance lines. I think long-term followers know that. Well, a lot of analysts now use this, but you saw it here first. I've been using it since I started in 2013. This here, that purple resistance is going to be broken as well. You can see it is a major resistance with 3 touches. It was a support, broken, and it's getting back tested. Not only that, this blue support that was broken, it's now back tested again. So many times, I mean, 110 is a very, very critical level. Anything beyond 110, above 110, is going to start a major rally to 120, 22, maybe come back at the green top band and rally. I will show you the 30-year bond, ZB. It's also breaking to the upside. Since August, since this low, I think some of you may remember, the long-term followers, when it touched that green bottom band, that is 1985. This is a 40-year uptrend. That green bottom band held, and I said the rates are going to drop, inflation is coming down, and we're going to see bonds rally, massive bonds rally, and it's coming. It's not really massive yet, but once this purple resistance breaks, that has already 4 touches. As you can see, the blue resistance is being forced. Anything beyond 134, 134.50, that's going to open the way to break out of this red giant bull flag. And we're going to see 150, 160, 170, I believe. This is 10-year note, ZN. That red uptrend is very much intact. This is also 1980s, 1990s. That rail is holding, okay? And the golden bear flag is going to be broken to the upside. And you know what happens when bear flags fail and they break to the upside? That causes a major buying spree. That green top band, the green perfect bull flag, is going to be broken, and that green top band is going to be cleared, and we're going to get to that 124 very, very quickly once this green bull flag breaks. The level for ZN rally, to start a rally, is 117. 117.15, excuse me, 117.15. Okay, let's have a look at commodities. Oil had bounced very close to that red bottom and came to very close to that red bottom, and it bounced off that level. I was thinking maybe this green broken bear flag is going to get back tested, maybe we see one more down, but the OPEC rate cuts caused a major gap here. That was 7% up in one day. It's still consolidating. I think this gap is going to get filled. I'm not advocating to short it here. To be honest, if this blue support holds, we see one more rally. Maybe that golden top band gets tested, then come down and break it to the downside for a gap fill. So the setups are important, not my guesses. Any price action to say, okay, this blue support is broken. Actually, blue support hasn't formed yet. So if the blue bottom band holds, we're going to see it maybe around $80.20, 30 cents. If it gets there, rallies, the golden top band is at 82, around 82, then breaks the blue and then comes down to break and fill the gap. I wouldn't be too surprised. The major rally, I mean the major breakout would be, first of all, the black resistance. As you can see, it was broken. This was a bull flag that was broken to the downside. So many back tests, and this black resistance is at 83. So anything beyond 83 is going to look very bullish. Obviously, the red top band is potential resistance. So we're gonna see it when we get there. If we get there, when we get there, that red top band, what it says, this is going to cause a major reversal. We will find out. Brent oil touched that. I think the previous free video I called 70.30 here at the black. So this was the black top band, and the black bottom band was a potential support at 70.40. It bounced off 70.30, and we are at 84.85. So that was about $15 up from that black bottom band. Is it going to break that black bottom top band here? It already cleared this blue downtrend, which is a downtrend inside the golden downtrend. You can see the blue one, beautiful, and the golden one. So I think we're going to see a gap fill first, and then a break, maybe, and then a rally to get to that golden, maybe one more down, and then a major rally. Any day, the day that it breaks out of this golden giant bull flag, which has been forming since last March, is going to look extremely bullish, of course. That is a bull flag, a 1 year bull flag. Natural gas had back tested that green support resistance. That was a broken support so many times. You can see here 2 times. Yes, it tried to break, but no. The black downtrend is entirely speculative. It didn't even get to its top band. What's more important is on Friday I put this golden bear flag, and I said I think it's going to be broken. It is broken now, and it's actually getting back tested. I think it's going to open with a gap down, and where I would be a major buy is at 135. This red giant bull flag, that red top band was at 10, the bottom band was this, and that's why I called the 10 high, and it dropped 80% from there since August. As far as I know, I was the only one calling a major high at 10. So where do we go from here? Is it going to test that red bottom band at 135 again? That is the major question, and I think it's still possible. What is another 650 ticks between friends? I mean, you can see the blue downtrend. It's not even a downtrend yet. I mean, if the blue top band holds, we're going to see a major downwards move to touch that 135, I believe. That blue potential channel, it's not even a channel yet. I mean, if it touches that, it becomes a very young channel. obviously with the confirmation. But if it touches that eventually, it should come down to 135, and then we bet the house on natgas, as clear as that. All right, gold, it had a bull flag here, or a blue resistance here. Okay, I actually removed that, but I'm going to put it. Some of you already know that I got gold quite wrong, and the reason I had was that it's going to come down to the blue bottom band first before it breaks out of the blue channel. I wasn't really bearish on the long term. I'm not that dumb. I'm just getting things right, to say, okay, this blue bottom band may be tested first, and then it gets to 2100. So and also there was a gap here at 1865, both on futures and on spot. That's why I was maybe it's going to trap everyone, it's going to come down to here to form this perfect bull flag and then rally. But no, the blue resistance, that blue top band, was broken before it came down. The main challenge is going to be, in my view, is 2060. Yeah, so that black top band is at 2060, 2065. The black internal support, the black bottom band. So if it gets to that level, we may see the start of a major pullback, just like the previous one. I'm not saying it's going to come all the way to 1,800 again, but we have to be open to the possibility that we may see a major reversal at that black top band. And the level and the level is 2065, 2068. So if you're a gold bull, don't get married to that position, because I mean, yes, it is long-term bullish. I'm not denying that, but it may take a very long time before it breaks out of the black bull flag as well. Let's have a look at silver. It's already out of a bull flag, that red one. Okay, so I know this high is slightly lower than this high, so I would argue, some of you may argue that this is not a bull flag, but I want to keep it as a bull flag here, because that's like 3 touches, the 4th one is broken. It's already, even if it's not a bull flag, it is a standalone long-term resistance which is now broken. The red bottom band, this spike after the golden resistance, like this is the COVID low. I'm going to show you the longer term view. So the weekly chart, I think the longer term view is targeting $100 because of this green giant bull flag, giant uptrend. The top band is speculative, so it makes it a giant uptrend if it can break that golden potential bull flag. So why I'm saying potential, because it has its top band is at around 28. So if it gets there 28 and pulls back and then breaks it to the upside, that is going to be a gigantic bull flag breakout, because this is 2011 high, right? So everything is, by the way, log scale. Everything that you see during this video is always log scale, especially commodities. I think normal scale is useless. Many people would disagree, but log scale is the only way to go when price has gone up multiples of times. The green top band obviously is the next potential resistance, so we may see a touch on that green top band at around 26.30, come back down, maybe a backtest on the red, rally to the green top band together with the golden at 28, and then come down and then maybe break out. So this is obviously an ideal scenario on this bullish scenario. Okay. Let's have a look at platinum. So first the long term. All right, this blue gigantic bull flag was broken, or downtrend was broken, back tested 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. The red channel is a giant bull flag. This is the flag, the post of the flag, and this is the flag itself. And this was the weekly, so I'm going to switch to the daily, and I'm going to switch to the hourly later. This red channel, so this is the daily, okay? So this is the back test of that blue mega downtrend that was broken. The red uptrend, so the red bull flag is going to be broken, and it will be broken eventually at 1075. Once it breaks, the target is going to be 14, 15, 1600, you name it. And the obvious target would be the green top band. This is 2008 high. This is 2008 low. That is the COVID low, and that's why I would argue that once the red bull flag breaks at 1075, that is going to become a major buy signal, and the target, the long-term target, will be a minimum of $1,500. That's my target. So let's have a look at copper right here. The 4-hourly chart shows this double resistance, that blue one, the green one, and it has broken this purple support and back tested it. And if I switch to the 1-hourly chart, this wedge was broken, the red top band, the purple, so the bullish breakout is not there yet. Okay, so the back test of the blue bull flag, right, that was 382.83, big bounce, and it has to break this blue and green resistance levels, which is at 410. We're not there yet, we're at 401. So and also we may see more downside, maybe all the way to 390, 388, and then a rally to basically break out. Anything above that purple resistance would look, of course, very bullish again. So that purple support is now broken and back tested. And the day where it breaks 403.50, $403.50 would look very bullish again. Okay, these were the commodities. Let's have a look at euro, which has formed this blue channel. It is a bull flag. The target since this low, 1, 2, 3 touches, it rallied, it broke out of the red bull flag, came back down after a rally, came down to backtest the blue support rail, that internal support rail, beautiful backtest. It rallied, and once it started going, I pointed out that this blue top band, which is a potential resistance, is the target at 109.75, and that's exactly where it tested it. And it came down. Now, if anything, if it wants to rally, it has to break that blue top band, and that will be a major breakout. This here is a bull flag from the beginning of February. So if it breaks, the target is 112.50. Pound sterling is much more bullish, and the reason is very clear. That red bull flag is now broken at 124, and it just got back tested. Not only that, the purple failed bull flag is broken back into. You can see how many times it tried to break back into the purple channel, right? It tried so many times, and now it's broken. It even got back tested here. It rallied, it broke out of the red bull flag, and there is a small bull flag, the green one. The red top band is now back tested at 124, and I believe we're going to break out of the green, and we're going to see 126, 127, 128, all the way to the purple top band, which is just below 128. US dollar Japanese yen is inside. I mean, it's already out of the green large downtrend. It back tested it so many times after reversing at this golden resistance zone. it now is inside this red downtrend. Okay, and of course if it can break eventually, I think the next touch on that red top band will cause another reversal to come down to erase this spike at 128.50. Okay, that's the level, 128.50-ish, and then we see a break to the upside. That golden channel or the red channel is going to be broken to the upside. That support rail is of course also quite important. Okay, DXY, this is the US dollar index, is coming down inside the purple bull flag. It's a bull flag formation with quite a few touches on the top and bottom. The day it breaks out would of course cause the next rally, and it is now coming towards this golden giant downtrend and its backtest, which is going to be around 99.50. So 99.50 for the US dollar index is going to be extremely important. We have to be careful there, and US dollar may start a major rally to touch that red resistance one more time. That's like a 3-touch resistance. That's what caused the reversal. The bearish scenario, which is highly speculative, that it completely ignores the backtest. It comes all the way to the red bottom band, maybe bounce and then break to the downside, which would of course turn into a large bear flag. Highly speculative at the moment, but that would be the only way for US dollar to turn very bearish. Aussie dollar is out of the red bear flag, so bear has broken the bear flag, back tested it. The golden bear flag is now forming, and I think once it breaks, Aussie dollar is going to come down. It's very choppy for my taste. You can see it just chops for a long time. But the fact that the blue channel is now broken and back tested and we have a bear flag, it looks bearish. And Kiwi had broken out of, first of all it broke the golden. First it broke out of the green, and then, excuse me, just forget about the red one. The red one is this downtrend. So the red one is the long-term giant bull flag from 2014. Okay, but if we are talking about more short-term stuff, that the break of that golden uptrend, but the blue channel is now broken, the backtest held with a deep backtest. Now the red bear flag has formed. So the blue one I think doesn't have much influence. The red one is the critical one. And if the red bottom band breaks, we're going to see more downside all the way to the green support again. That's it. So let's have a look at agriculturals. Coffee has made a major breakout just this week. The black top band was holding, the bottom band had one touch, and I said it's going to come down to 166, touch that black bottom band and rally. Obviously this red support is holding. I was hoping that it would come down to a gap fill before the break of that black bull flag. You can see 1, 2, 3 touches, 2 touches. So this is a beautiful bull flag, and it is now broken. Minimum target is 189. So we are at 184. The green top band, if it does hold, we're going to see it to come down for a back test, maybe even gap fill, and then after that, if it breaks out of this green giant potential bull flag, if it reverses, it becomes a potential bull flag, okay? And then a break to the upside is going to target new highs, which is at 260. Wheat had back tested this blue support, that blue broken support. This is the 2 back tests at 720, 722, and it is inside the golden channel, and the blue resistance rail is holding. The purple support is about to be broken, so we may see a test on that golden bottom band. Anything below, like as long as it stays below this blue resistance, which is a very strong one now, we are bearish on wheat. Soybeans has reversed at the green resistance rail. I'm hoping that it's going to get to that green top band and reverse so that we can short it right there. Maybe we'll see it this week. If it rallies at 1555 reverses, then I think it's going to come down all the way to 1400 or even below 1400 to touch that purple bottom band or the blue bottom band. So I think soybeans hasn't come out of the ditch yet. I mean, it's not ditch, but the kind of a correction. Corn, I mentioned about 657 as the triple resistance, that blue one, the red one, and mostly purple one, the purple top band. And you can see the purple channel, which is a bear flag, is now broken. We may get a back test later on, which is, you know, maybe around 658, 660, and then come down hard. I'm not saying it's going to rally there. I'm saying short it if we see a back test. And the obvious target is the golden bottom band, which is at 600-ish. That golden bottom band may turn into a giant support. Okay, that's it. I just want to talk about coins now. Bitcoin is out of this green sideways action. The breakout, I think the blue broken support, that was in 2021 to 22. This year, this support was broken and it was back tested many times, came down, and I think it's going to back test it again at 32,000. Ethereum had broken this blue resistance, that long-term resistance, even back tested it. So I'm going to show you a bit more clear. That back test came down for a back test. It tried to break that red resistance. So far it is a fake. Okay, but I think the damage is done. I think it's going to eventually break it to the upside, and we're going to see at least a rally to 2600. So the main action was back in December when the green resistance was broken at 1355, which is where I gave a major long signal to target 1600. 1355, and after this reversal, you can see it came back to the crime scene. It back tested that green support, and it tested that red support, and the veg, this red veg, has to be broken properly for more rally. As simple as that. Zcash has to break back into the golden broken bear flag. You can see so many back tests, and it's still stuck there to back testing that major resistance. Anything beyond 42, of course, is going to look bullish all of a sudden again. And it clearly has to break the red bull flag. And then the golden resistance has to be broken too, which is at 150. Dogecoin is, or Dogecoin, whatever is its weird name. That blue bull flag is forming, right? 1, 2, 3 touches top, 2 touches at the bottom. This golden support rail held together with the green triangles support right there. So that resistance was broken, which is what I also shared with the members. It went all the way to the blue top band, and it's coming down for, I mean, it's obviously this was caused by Elon Musk changing the logo of Twitter to a dog. So it is being erased, but I think if it goes beyond 10 cents, it is going to start a big rally, at least to 30, 40, 50. Shiba is looking okay. I'm not saying very bullish just yet, but you can see the red broken channel was back tested right here. That was, you know, again, one of my best calls on coins, I would say. The golden support, that 4 touches, and then golden top band became a resistance. I had also captured that one as the major resistance. It came down, broke out. This is the FTX scandal, FTX fiasco, and then it came back in, but now it recovered This red channel is another large bull flag. The blue one is broken, the green one is broken. Now the red top band, if it does break eventually to the upside, and that level is 149, 150. Okay, Litecoin is still under the influence of this blue overhead resistance, and the black channel is kind of a potential bear flag. Obviously, if it does break eventually, it may come down to the golden bottom band. Okay, that's a long-term support, which is at 29.30, but I don't think it's going to get there. While all the other coins are trying to move on, I think Litecoin may indeed move beyond that. Alright guys, it's been already a very long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good rest of the Sunday. Bye.